Thanks Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Fat. Regardless of what anyone says, it is delicious, especially on steaks. Deep frying with it can also take regular things to a whole new level. Trust me, I've done that. But today my goal is to find out which fat is better to deep fry chicken. Because by the end of this video, you're gonna be witnessing the best fried chicken I've ever made in my life. And of course, in order to make the greatest deep fried chicken, the first thing we're gonna need is chicken. And I highly recommend buying one whole. This will save you big bucks, especially if you're gonna be feeding a crowd. And even if you're not, you should definitely know how to break a chicken apart. And that's because it's quite easy. The first thing I like to do is to remove both of the wing tips. Save that for stock. Then we'll go ahead and move on to the wings. Just find the joint because it will cut out like nothing. Once that's done, I start working on the thighs and the legs. The only important thing you gotta look for is the oyster meat right behind. Make sure you go around it and do not cut it out. Once that's done, repeat the same process to the other side. It is not a big deal. Having a good sharp knife is a plus. Once both legs are removed, I like to jump into the breast. Begin right in the center and start cutting it out. The knife should glide nice and easy and there will be no resistance. Just remember to keep touching the breastbone. Go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Once it was removed, this is what I was left with. Now we're gonna take this even further, because to make deep fried chicken, we want smaller pieces. So the first thing I like to do is to move the rings from the breast. By the way, if you leave the arm attached to the breast, that's called an airline chicken. But for today, we're gonna cut it out. Then I also like to have some boneless pieces for the children. That is pretty easy, you just gotta cut the breast in half. And obviously the legs are way too large, so I like to go ahead and remove the drums from the thighs, because once I have done that with both legs, my chicken is completely butchered. If you are doing this for the first time, yes, it takes a little bit of time, but you can get really good at it with no time at all. It now only takes me 1.5 minutes to take everything apart. But I'm not really worried about how long it takes me. I am on how much it saves me. Because in the beginning, just like learning a new skill, it takes a little bit of time. But like everyone says, practice makes everything perfect. As you can see, as I was talking, I just finished a whole new one. It is not a big deal, everybody. Always buy whole chicken. But now that we got 3 chickens ready to go, the next thing to do is to go ahead and season them. And if you have not seen my video about unlocking the secrets of deep fried chicken, you should definitely check it out for the recipe. I will also make sure to put it on the link on the description down below. But one of the most important things whenever you're seasoning your chicken, especially if you're doing it on a bow, is to do it individually. Start with all of your seasonings first. If there's another thing that you should know that makes your chicken a lot better, is this ingredient right here. We're talking about the good old MSG. Make sure to add some because this is the secret of Kentucky Fried Chicken. As you can see, after throwing all of my seasoning down, then I added another layer. It's just like making lasagna. Make sure you season every single one individually before you start mixing the whole thing. This will ensure 100% that every single one of your chickens are perfectly seasoned. And especially for chicken, that is a good thing. A very good thing. Because once I was done with the mixing, you can see that every single one of them have a nice coating of seasoning. Now that is exactly what I'm talking about. Because the next step is also going to take your chicken to a whole new level. And that is to add buttermilk. Yes, buttermilk. Make sure every one of your pieces are swimming in it. Mix it around and make sure every single one of them gets fully coated. But the most important thing is to let the buttermilk do its job. And for that, you need a little bit of time. I recommend letting it marinate in your refrigerator overnight. But if you don't have the time, at least give it 4 hours. But for these that you are watching right now, I let them rest in my refrigerator for 24 hours. As it was marinating on the refrigerator, it's perfect because it allows me time to go ahead and introduce you to our contestants. And we're talking about the fat, the good fat. For today, I chose 3 of the best ones I had available. And the very first one is this one, aka Wagyu beef tallow. The wonderful thing about this is that you can make it at home if you have any leftover Japanese Wagyu A5. And trust me, I have done that quite a few times. But you can also get it online just like this. It is cheaper and easier, but at the same time, this is not Japanese Wagyu A5 fat, but it's still Wagyu. Oh yes, Wagyu deep fried chicken. That just sounds like music to my ears. The very next one we have is lard. As you already know, it comes from pork. One of the interesting things about lard is that whenever you open the container, oh boy, it smells. When I say smell, I don't mean that it smells bad. It's just very strong. And as you can see, one of the things with lard is that it stays very solid. That could be a good thing. Unlike the Wagyu, this one is almost like a rock. Now jumping on to the next one, we got duck fat. And this one is the most expensive one of them all, so it better be real good. After opening up the can, take a look at what it looks like. It's almost like oil. Unlike the previous one, this one is a runny liquid, so I guess it makes it a little bit easier to use. But now that you have been introduced to our contestant, it's time to go back to our chickens, because after 24 hours it was time to take it off, and that's because we gotta get it ready to deep fry. Talking about that, the next step is to go ahead and flour every single one of them. And if you know me, I love flavor, so it is extremely important to also season your flour. As always, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. Just do me one favor and remember to season everything, because if you do so, your chicken will always taste better. One last thing I like to recommend is to use a nice cast iron skillet so that you can deep fry. And these are the Rolls Royce of cast iron. They are superior in every way. If you've never seen one or held one in your hand, you don't know what you're missing. Trust me when I tell you, not every cast iron are made the same way. But now the only thing left to do is to go ahead and add flour to our chicken. Remember, when you're doing so, you don't want to add too much. You just want to ensure that you have a nice coating of flour, because the next step is the best, and that is to cook it. For that, I'll be putting all of the fats at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once I've reached the internal temperature of the chickens at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll be ready. Another option you have is to deep fry on the fats and then finish them off in the oven. Whichever way is best for you, go ahead and do it. Because now I say it is enough talking and it is time to make the best deep fried chicken in the world. So let's do it. Before we taste this insane fried chicken, I want to thank today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Have you taken down the Demon Lord yet? Crushed the Ice Golem? Ascended the Doom Tower? What about fighting against millions of players in the arena? Well, how about we do that? It's time to raid. Explore millions of champions combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena matches. With hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills, you can build your team, develop your champion, and raid your way. So go to my links below to download Raid yourself to your mobile device or PC. One of the things I love the most is that I can raid anywhere. I'll take my favorites Galik, Kale, and Marty here, and also here. And this month, Raid's got a gem-packed schedule of events and new content to kick off the summer. And as always, they got a bunch of brand new champions coming out, and every single one of them looks absolutely badass. There's also a new rotation in the Doom Tower, which I definitely want to finish this month. So I'm going to be trying to summon as many new champions as possible to see if they can help me reach the top. Raid's always got a lot going on, and this month is no different, so don't wait around and don't miss out. If you want to get a huge head start with Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code and you're gonna get an epic hero, Chanuro, who is amazing for the Doom Tower. Plus, 200,000 silvers, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refuel, and 1 Asian chart. So you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. And it's that easy, just click on the link on the description and I'll see you in the game. Alright everybody, here we got our beautiful deep fried chicken today, mama. You excited, mama?
Yes.
If it's deep fried, we get excited. Now here's the thing, let's come real clean. Mama was right there when I was cooking it. He saw the whole process.
I got here a little bit early today.
Exactly. Mama was like, man, I'm hungry. So he already knows that we got duck fat, pork fat, and Wagyu,
that's
but he does not know which one is which.
Trying to trick me.
To be honest with you, I paid attention because I almost got lost.
It's fried chicken. They all look alike.
When we were cooking it, everybody, you can smell this thing like from 5 neighbors away. You know what I mean, Mama?
The smell is strong.
One of them smells really, I don't want to say that smells bad because it's not a bad smell. It's just way too powerful. And that will be?
The pork.
The pork, man. Cheese, man. I'm telling you right now.
It's like a burnt chicharron almost.
Yeah, the pork is very unpleasant as well. I didn't like it. Now I'll tell you one thing that I was extremely surprised. The duck. Yeah.
Duck will smell
Smell
amazing.
phenomenal. The Wagyu also smells good too.
Right now, all of them together,
Amazing,
it's
right?
making my mouth
This
water,
combination of the smell is phenomenal. I tell you that right now. Okay, Mama, you want to start this way? Let's start this direction closest to you.
Okay.
All right? Can you tell by the smell?
Man.
No. Good. You gonna grab it with a fork or with a? You know what?
I'll just grab a little piece.
No, you know what? Let's be civilized. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when we go pig out, they say, be a little bit more civilized, Guga. So we'll be civilized.
We'll follow instructions,
We'll
guys.
play by the rules. Even though I just want to grab with my hand over here and eat it. Come on, man. It's fried chicken. You eat fried chicken with your hands. Anyway, the crust is the most important.
Yes.
The crust,
It's running away.
the crust is even more important than the actual chicken itself. You ready for this one, Mo?
Let's do this.
All right, let's see.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Crunchy.
Crunchy. Wow.
That's delicious, bro. That's crazy good.
Wow, that's good.
Mamazing, that's good.
That's good. It has a different flavor. It has a little bit of an aftertaste, but it's all amazing.
I'll tell you right now, I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't think that the fat was gonna make that much difference. It makes a huge difference.
It still tastes like fried chicken.
Yeah.
But it has a little extra something over there. It's like a secret ingredient.
Yes.
That you can't put your finger on it.
Exactly. Guys, this is phenomenal. I'll just tell you right now, it's the pork, Mama.
That's the pork.
That's the pork. Even it smells bad.
It smells weird, but it tastes good.
It tastes amazing. Very, very delicious. All right? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
You ready for the next? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be civilized, but it's fried chicken, man. I'm gonna go with my hand. I'm sorry. Mo, come on, man. You gotta eat fried chicken with the hand.
I'll be civilized.
Are you still be civilized, or you gonna make me look bad now, Mo? I don't care. You gotta eat fried chicken with your hands. Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with me or not. All right? Are you ready for this? Cheers, everybody.
It tastes different.
Crunchy.
Still crunchy.
Oh.
It tastes very different.
Oh, that's amazing. It took me a second. Oh. Forget the chicken. I just want to eat the crust. Oh,
Maybe we
that's
should do,
amazing,
maybe we should
Mama.
do that because the chicken is amazing on all of them. But that crust is the secret ingredient.
So delicious. That's freaking delicious. I'm drooling.
When you told me the experiment, I didn't think it was going to make this much of a difference, but it makes a difference, guys. Wow.
That's the best chicken fried. Can't even speak. That's the best fried chicken I ever had in my life right here.
Oh my god, that is good.
You know what? Forget about the chicken. I just want to eat the crust.
Just
man.
have the crust. I think just having the crust is the best way to judge it.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, guys.
Mama, which one do you think this one is?
I'm hoping that this is the duck because it smells great and it tastes great.
It's the Wagyu, Mama. It's the Wagyu.
Whoa.
It has such a different flavor,
Yeah.
man. The Wagyu is the champ as so far.
So far.
So far.
So
Okay, let's go. You ready for this one, Mama?
I'll be disappointed if the duck smells that good and it's not.
I know, right?
doesn't taste
Me
that
too.
good.
I'm gonna go with my hands too. You're gonna
Okay,
go.
I'll go with my hand. Okay, you win.
It's too much work doing it with the fork, man. Forget about it. Come on, everybody. You eating fried chicken, you gotta pig out. Now the duck. You ready?
Let's do this.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's so different.
It's very different.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's incredible how much the fat makes a huge difference. That is a crazy good experiment. I'm so happy I did this. I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal.
I didn't think so either, but damn.
This is good too. This is amazing, everybody.
I'm just having the crust.
I know, me too. I want to eat just the crust because it's crazy.
The Wagyu has more flavor to it,
Yeah,
but this one,
it's crazy.
it's like subtle but nicer.
Smooth.
Yeah.
The Wagyu, it flavor.
It's like,
Mau, big question. Which one is the winner
Don't
for
make
you?
me pick. Don't make me pick between.
If we don't pick, they're gonna get
No,
pissed,
no.
Mama. We have to pick one.
Okay, the best one are these two. That's as close as I can tell you.
I agree with Mama.
The best one are these two, but there's no way to pick between them. They're so different.
If you had to pick one,
or you die.
which one would it be?
If I have to pick one for my last meal,
Yes, which one?
I'll pick the duck.
I picked the duck as well. The duck fat, everybody. It's more expensive for a damn reason. You
No,
know what I mean, Mama?
It's worth the extra expense.
It is much more expensive,
But it's so good.
it is very nice. You never tasted duck fried chicken like duck fried chicken. Is that how they call it? Deep fried duck chicken, whatever it's called, everybody. Highly recommend you doing this one here. The Wagyu, believe it or not, is actually a little bit cheaper. The lard is fantastic as well. Give it a try. To any one of them, it will be better than your regular chicken. I guarantee you.
Yes. Let's say you're like me, you're a little bit more conservative. You don't want to spend all that amount of money. Just do one regular oil, and one with the lard.
Yeah, the lard is the cheapest.
And then trust us when we tell you that these two are better.
It's amazing. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. You think Kentai fried chicken is finger licking good? Lick this. Lick this. Huh?
That sounds so wrong.
No, I'm telling you right now. Lick the duck deep fried chicken. You will love it, everybody.